Hi there, it's Danielle from Occupational Therapy. I've had some parents ask me for some ideas regarding sensory integrative activities that they can be doing at home. I know it's difficult when we don't have good weather outside to have the kids play in the backyard, or even when the playgrounds are closed, it's really difficult. I'm not too sure how many of you have this exercise ball in your house, but it's called a physio ball. And the way we use it in occupational therapy is to provide children with proprioceptive type of input, okay? And that can be by simply having your child, with supervision of course, bounce on the ball just like this, and depending on your child's balance, you may need to stabilize them at the hips, okay? If they're able to do this okay, you can make it a little bit more challenging for them by holding their arms out like that. And what we're gonna do is practice movement, okay, too. So we're gonna rock back and forth or side to side. Okay, and this would be back and forth, just like that. You can make it a little bit more challenging, and you can go in circles and in reverse as well. Another activity that we have them do is we have them go over the ball, like so, and have their belly on the ball with their arms stretched out so that deep pressure is going into their hands and into their arms, okay? And this also builds on strengthening. So you're really getting a lot out of this type of sensory input or exercise. Another activity that we do with the physio ball in the OT gym is we have them lie on their bellies and have a bean bag. You could use a pillow just so that they're comfortable, okay? And of course, turn their head to make sure that they have proper airway. And we roll the ball over them, applying just some medium pressure. And these are for kids that obviously crave that kind of deep pressure. Okay, so we would roll the ball over just like that, okay? Another way you could also give them that deep pressure if they're craving it is to just give them a giant bear hug, or use pillows, or if you have a weighted blanket, that's a great way too. Another way of giving them input is if you have any type of cycling equipment in your house, such as this, okay? That also works on children who have ADHD, all right? So sometimes we just have them climb on a bike, if that's available, and just having them cycle through, okay? That gives them that kind of deep pressure input and vestibular input as well, okay? And on to vestibular input, that's gonna give you some ideas, because if you don't have access to a swing, I know some parents have installed swings in their basements, which is great, but obviously that's not attainable for everybody. I know I don't have a swing in my basement. So children that are craving that type of input, another alternative would be just to spin. And making sure that they're not dizzy, have them stop, and then spin in the other direction just like this. And you can even make a game out of it, calling Simon Says. Simon says spin, do-do-do-do, and then say Simon says spin in the other direction. So that's another good activity. Some sensory integrative tactile activities that would be appropriate too is using things that we can feel with our hands that commonly you will find in the house. I don't want anyone going out, spending money, or subjecting themselves to the outside world right now. It's a little scary, and I understand. So if you have sand, that kinetic sand, that's a great tool to use, and I suggest using it in your kitchen so it's easier to sweep up. I'm a mom also, and I've been through that. So in OT, we like to use rice and dried beans as well as sand. We also use foam, special foam. I have shaving foam, or shaving cream, I should say, okay? And I'm gonna show that to you right now. Okay, this is my husband's shaving cream that I'm using. Hopefully he won't miss it, okay? And just having the child, especially children who are tactilely defensive, meaning they don't want to touch things, okay? This is a great activity. You could draw shapes within the foam, okay? Using a one-finger approach. Or you could do letters as well. So have them draw the letter A, okay? So those are just some ideas that you can do for tactile, sensory integrative activities. You could make yourself a little bag of tricks, so to speak, okay? And you could fill it with rice and beans and put in some of their favorite toys that they have to search for. And that would also work on their fine motor skills as well. So that's a great activity to do. You could also use crushed chalk if you have any of that at home, okay? And also drawing with chalk is a super great activity out in the driveway or on any type of pavement, okay? So those are just some sensory ideas for now, and I will certainly be talking to you again soon. Have fun and stay safe. I gotta wash my hands. Remember, wash your hands 20 seconds, okay? Bye-bye.